Good evening. uh, this is not a laughing matter, man, but we wanted to wait a few days to come in before we get all the facts together. So we scour the internet so that you don't have to. And before I get into the black guy's testimony, I just want you to hear the father. Did y'all ever hear the father? The father's interesting. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Okay. The father is super interesting. Yeah. It, I can't. I want you to get the full film. Check it out. Check it out.
He died in his brother's arms. They were twins, identical twins, and his brother was holding on to him, trying to make it stop bleeding, and he died in his brother's arms. And I rushed up there, and I saw him on the gurney, and I could tell. They said he wasn't breathing. And I could see all the blood. And I saw where the wound was.
Austin, his father shares, was born 2 minutes before his twin brother Hunter, the two inseparable, as you can imagine. Austin is being remembered as an outstanding student at Memorial High, his football team's MVP, and a young man of faith. His father grappling with loss and forgiveness.
I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have?
Isn't that judging, sir?
Dang.
Come on, friend. I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of
What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet, and he murdered my son by stabbing him in the heart. The guy was in the wrong place. They asked him to move, and he bowed up.
What?
And he bucked up.
He asked him to move. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's giving Jim Crow to me. Like it was like you're not supposed to do that. They came over there to check your little Negro self, and you were supposed to comply and move like they said they were supposed to move. How dare you protect yourself? And but I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna play one more too. I want y'all to hear the brother.
This is murder. I don't know. I know they have someone in custody.
Yeah, we do.
And you know what? I already forgive this person. Already. God takes care of things. God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of my family.
That's interesting that he comes with the forgive before he even asked or anything. That's really interesting. But that also sounds like I don't want no heat on me because if he don't get away, I'm at you.
Or also, I know that my son can be a heathen, so I want to try to give the perception of neutrality.
Okay.
But at the same time, you already condemned him and called him a murderer, and I ain't trying to judge. And you talk crazy about his parents and said they're whack MCs all in the same
Right.
A classic case of white supremacy taking both sides.
All right, now this is the brother, y'all. This is the brother. This is the brother's testimony. Check this out.
There was this kid before I knew his name now. This kid was sitting under.
This kid before I knew his name now. Remember that, y'all.
This kid before I knew his name now. This kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. This kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really.
Yeah. That ain't lost on me. Yeah, let me go ahead and guide you in the way I want you to go.
I don't know why a person would do that to someone. Just over that. little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid. There was this kid before I knew his name. Now this kid was sitting under our.
All right, so y'all heard that, right? This kid, I don't know his name now. Poppycock. Okay, let me get y'all the real he about what's really going down. The brother right here got the real he. Go ahead and bust it down.
Everybody's talking about this story regarding Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf down there in Frisco, Texas. Austin got unalived. A lot of people are trying to make it a race issue, and it's not. It has nothing to do with that right there. But a lot of people are attacking this young man and are showing the negative side and everything. But I want you to see him in his positive side because this was self-defense. The story that's being told, Karmelo, he was sitting up under a tent, under the wrong tent and everything. That's what they said, under the wrong tent. And Austin came over there, told him to move. Said Karmelo got aggressive with him and everything, and then stabbed him with a knife in the heart and everything, and he passed away. That's not the full story. First off, Karmelo had permission from another coach to go over there and set up under that tent. He had permission. Another thing that was said and been spread out far and wide is that they didn't know each other. That's a lie. Because they definitely knew each other. This is an older picture. They definitely knew each other.
Is that an older picture? They definitely knew each other? What? Okay.
This is an older picture. They definitely knew each other. Other stuff that's coming out is Austin was being mean and harassing Karmelo, his girlfriend, actually, Karmelo's girlfriend. He was harassing her at a party that was about maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. Karmelo took up for his girlfriend. Then all of a sudden, the fight broke out. Austin broke Karmelo's phone just the day before this incident took place. So the day of this incident, Austin confronted Karmelo for sitting up under the tent in the wrong area. They got into an argument. Karmelo's back.
So you broke the man's phone a couple of days ago? No wonder he had a knife.
Right.
Why would I want to become a victim again? Okay.
You already broke my phone. What's next?
Yeah,
My
right, my
leg?
face? Straight up.
Was grabbed, and then he was called the N-word, and then also
they
got into an argument. Karmelo's
course.
backpack was grabbed, and then he was called just the day before this incident took place. So the day of this incident, Austin confronted Karmelo for sitting up under the tent in the wrong area. They got into an argument. Karmelo's backpack was grabbed, and then he was called the N-word, and then Austin tried to grab him forcibly. He tried to forcibly move him, and it wasn't Austin by himself. Both of them got up there and attacked Karmelo. Both of them did. And there were a lot of witnesses down there that said that the twins, plural, tried to jump him. Well, actually, they did jump him. They stomped on him, and they broke his phone, and they tried to take his things. So nothing peaceful was about that whole thing. And something else is going to come out. This is allegedly. Something else is going to come out. He had narcotics in his system. He did. Austin, he had narcotics in his system. That's what caused him to be overly aggressive. So just like I said over on the book face over there, that was self-defense. That's what he did. He did self-defense. Everybody's coming for him. People trying to make this out of something that is not self-defense.
Well, talking about lover, it's easy. People just speculating. They wasn't there. They don't know what really happened. Okay. All right. I got somebody that was really there. Ready? You ready?
Bro, let him have it.
Here we go.
Come on, dog. You gotta pull it up.
Oh, my bad. Let me bring that back for y'all.
It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity, so I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So, dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. they intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, the dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro.
Man, the plot gets thicker.
And especially if you already previously broke my phone, like you said, though.
Yeah, if you broke my phone and y'all know, and you was talking crap to my girl.
Trying to front me off.
Yeah.
Can't be fronting me off.
And they look like some I take steroids face ass little dudes.
Straight up.
They're wrong. You know, it's not really far fetched for us to assume that they act and go in the same ways as other white male children. You know, like the lawlessness and the carelessness and the disregard for law, the disregard for black humanity, so to speak. So they just do a whole bunch of extra. Like, this is not far fetched. We didn't heard it all. People getting dragged behind cars. We didn't see the lynchings. We didn't see everything. And this is how it starts.
Right.
This how it escalates from here. They just ain't got to that point yet, right? But what was he supposed to do? Wait for them to, beat him up and slam his head off, huh?
Again.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the part we don't know. Them some big dudes, man.
And you smashed his phone already, though.
Phones ain't cheap.
And fronted me off in front of my girl, Pete. And in front of other people. Because you just didn't want to clown her in front of her. It was other people, too.
Yeah, I remember I probably resonated with this one because it was like 7th grade. It was the end of the school year. Everybody was going up to North Commons to watch a fight. Little did I know that me and my homeboy was finna be in the middle. We were surrounded by like 3-4 dudes that wanted to fight. I didn't even know why. But best believe I came to school with a knife the next day. And that shit fell out in my pocket in the last hour of the class. And I got expelled for the last couple of days of school. But I understand that knife shit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't bring something to make sure that you don't become a victim.
Real tough.
So, and like they always say in the streets, you can't be punking nobody because a scared person to kill you.
Yes, sir.
So obviously, Cuz was scared. Like, he didn't want to get. Who wants to get pummeled? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to get beat up? Who wants to
beat up?
Right. Then just from the tag team off the top ropes, turnbuckle me? Nah. Not this time. But see, that's what they thought. And they thought they was gonna get away with it. Just like they avenging him even in death. Because dead and gone. And they gonna do everything they can to make sure he get justice, even being in the wrong.
Yeah.
Unless, you know what I'm saying? If our fight fall off by the slightest, like we don't get no justice. We gotta stay on cracking. I'm proud of us though. Like we've been right on it though. We're super hypersensitive to all of these joints.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this was a weird one because
It is too.
it exposes. I think it makes it easier for the people who don't claim to be quote unquote woke because we know that they know.
Yeah.
This one makes it undeniable, and then you get to see what people on like if they can't help but coon about the situation or is they gonna keep it real. Like this one you can't dispute.
Right. Right.
Cause
Right. But I did see some.
oh man, there's a
Uh,
lot of that. It's like, the people who want to use like he got the GPA, he ain't never been to jail. Duh, 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 duh. Like those are undeniable. Like he's not a thug. He's not any of that. They tried to get him with the airsoft pistol pictures. But come on, man.
right. Kids have
No,
airsoft.
not only that, they people take Christmas pictures with guns. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what I'm talking about with choppers. That's why it was he
Right.
got an airsoft. Right. He have been
They got
choppers.
ARs. Baby kid AR rifles they be shooting. They be shooting kid 22.
Dracos.
Man,
Dracos.
it make me think about this one video real messed up where they brought little Susie to the gun range but gave her a Uzi and she ended up shooting the instructor and a couple other people too. Man, there was a video I saw on X. Yeah, they brought little Susie to the gun range. And the instructor was showing her how to shoot like a Uzi, like and she and hit the instructor. Couple other people.
Oh
Like,
no!
man, I mean,
And they still think that they probably thought it was funny. Oh, did you see how I got away from her? Oh, we got just it's in
oh
the
yeah, right. They're like, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man. This is a delicate situation. If he chose to put a little something on his books, I even think that by the time we heard this video, I think he didn't post bail already. I was reading that today. I think I was hearing a little something because I posted something. And somebody was like, "He posted bail," so we got to check that out. But I ain't gonna hold you down, Mojo. Just told you about being on code. I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes. Despite comment your vomit, share. If you care about getting better comment everywhere, please do that on the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Because I'm out the Doha. For sure. You already know.